Good morning, all. It's D. Bailey. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to taking the time out of your busy day, out of your evening to spend it with me and listen to what I have to say. Um, I'm D. Bailey. D. Bailey speaks. I am a father. I'm a husband. I'm a father 3 times. All right. I have 2 adult sons and a 9-year-old. That's Z Bailey. You guys see from time to time on the channel. Um, this jersey back here, that's not mine. This is my oldest son's jersey, defensive back. He played professional football, D1 college athlete. So back here, over here, this is mine. All right, this right here is the beginning of my my high standards for both myself and my sons. All right, so we're gonna get into some interesting stuff this morning. Um, got the coffee. We're gonna get into some interesting things, and specifically patriotism. This Kendrick Lamar debacle that's circulating around social media. Um, I wanted to discuss why MiCHElle Obama made the comment that she made some years ago, to wit, you know, being able to be proud of the country again, or something to that effect, which caused a lot of Americans to question her patriotism. And I wanted to provide some insight as to why both herself and African Americans, Black people, um, cannot currently show patriotism, while why they can't show pride in this country, or our country, that is. All right. A lot of you may not understand, you know, the nuances um, that has shaped this mindset among Black people, and I wanted to discuss that a little bit more. Um, but first, I'm gonna ask that you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stick around because it's gonna be some juicy, provocative content. All right, but first, I want to share some stuff with you that I just received in the mail from my older sibling, and I wanted to share with you guys. I got this. He's a big Marvel collector. I want to say he collects a lot of toys, which is super cool. He's himself a retired Army veteran. Okay, so we got this friendly. So naturally, we have this friendly rivalry going on. Not really, but you know, if anyone's in the military, know that Army Marine Corps has this, you know, little joke and banter going back and forth. All right, so here we go. I believe Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe franchise. Here we go. And we have Superman from the DC multiverse. All right, just before I recorded this video, he went over the backstory regarding Superman. And if, you know, those who don't know that I'm a huge Superman fan. I'm not big into DC Marvel franchise, but Superman is my go-to superhero. All right. And what is the other guy? Apache Chief. All right. He asked me the other day who's my favorite, and I said the Indian guy that grows into a giant, and Superman. All right. Got Spider-Man, Web Splasher. All right. My little man Xander's gonna love this one. And another one, Mario, Super Mario. All right. And forgot, you know, anyone new to the channel, my son and I, we dabble in gaming. We have a Nintendo Switch on which we like to play Mario 3D World. Okay. So my son's up, Xander, or Z, is gonna love the note, gonna love this one right here. All right, so let's get into it, guys. So let's get into it. So this video, this subject has been pondering through my mind quite a bit, and the Super Bowl, the occurrence of the Super Bowl, is what made me get heavily into it, or decide to go ahead and sit my butt down in this chair and get into it. All right. I have a degree in political science, okay, a bachelor's degree, and naturally my mind goes into trends, things that I notice around me, cultural things, political phenomena, and this is something that's been sitting in my heart for a while. And as a Marine Corps veteran, I naturally, well, I'm gonna say I won't say naturally. I consider myself a patriot. Okay, I have pride in this country. I love this country. I believe this is the greatest country in the world. Okay, we are leaders among other countries, other sovereign nations, and I value the rights and freedoms that we have. All right. And as you can probably see, that I am also a dark-skinned guy. I am a member of the what people like to say, the African American community or Black community. I denounce that. Okay. I have brown skin, but I don't see myself among a culture or community of dysfunction. And I think that's exactly what the Black community rallies around: dysfunction. All right. For example, if you ask someone what defines a Black community, I think they would be hard pressed to come up with something positive. All right. You will find more things such as rap, which we all know, the quality, crime, a certain style of dress, all right, a certain speech, okay, almost to the point where you can, if you have someone on the other line, you can almost identify whether they're Black or they're white. So that's what I mean by speech, okay. So this election, and more recently, this, the Super Bowl, the Kendrick Lamar performance, make this this topic stand out a little bit more. So here I am. Just to give you straightforward, I don't think that Black people can exude patriotism. I don't think that Black people can display patriotism. And the reason I say that, because the average person, all right, the average person, that is, the average Black person, defines themselves within the context of slavery, okay, the negative experience, all right. That negative experience shapes the way they see the world, okay. Slave master, all right. Slave master. Everything today can, it only goes back as far as Americans' history with slavery. All right. As a result of that, the average Black person walks around with the mindset of reparations, payback, payback towards the people of lighter skin that they see. All right. Rather than attributing that trauma or that negative past to, some historical figures, they typically walk around with hate, towards the white people that they see rather than confining that to a negative culture. Okay. Patriotism, when it comes up, Donald Trump says, "Make America Great Again," where white people look at that as making it to where we love our country, we love our flag, we exude American values. All right. The black people look at that as, they say, when was America great? Okay. Rather than finding something, okay, finding something positive that makes this country great. All right. They see everything within America going back to slavery as a negative for black culture. And there's so many nuance in that. There's the negative, the negative view. All right. There's there's a negative view. There's so much nuance in that I can find, that viewpoint. But that is how black people see that particular statement, America, make America great again. All right. They find the negative rather than finding the idea that we are free. We have freedom of speech. We have freedom of movement. We have the Second Amendment right. We have the Bill of Rights. Okay. All of these positive things. Okay. You have a lot of black Americans that go to other countries and they, Arabia, Middle East, for example. You have black women that go there and they see when they get there, they don't have the freedom to twerk. They don't have the freedoms to wear this and wear that. Okay. But rather than looking in the context of national pride or national unity or the freedoms, they see police brutality. They see oppression from white people, oppression, systemic racism. All right. They don't see the idea that they can go somewhere, anywhere, and terminate a pregnancy. Okay. And these are the contexts that this is the mindset that prevents most black people from being patriotic. Okay. Seeing the world through that particular lens. Okay. And this is just something that I've always noticed. And you have, on the other end, you have white people, members of other cultures. They point out, well, you hate our country. You hate this country. Yes, that is the truth. That is the actual truth behind it. The average person does hate this country, despite the fact that they receive all of these freedoms, rights, and benefits. All right. But what they don't understand is why. And I think that's what I'm basically pointing out in this discussion right here. Their view is narrowed to or confined to slavery. Okay, American culture going into, from current day America going back to slave culture. All right. I mean, man, there's so much in it. And I hate that I probably can't confine all of the content into this one video. I find it ironic that black people fail to identify the idea that slavery was a phenomenon that occurred across the world throughout antiquity, not solely based upon race, okay, but by other identifying attributes such as tribe, class, criminal status, okay, wealth status, Okay. It's I mean it's sad. It's sad because of how I view this country. All right. It has been a journey. It has been a journey being a member of the black community. You know, don't get me wrong, there were times where I identify as black. And I know that sounds funny. You know, people, you know, my skin color look at this and they'll say Uncle Tom and this and that. But, you know, you have to live and go through your own journey. Okay, it's not that I don't understand that I wear this skin tone, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't limit me. It doesn't define me, and it doesn't benefit me all the time, you know. And where it does benefit me or hurt me, it may be, you know, I have to attribute it to the immediate scenario. Okay, it doesn't define what's in here. It doesn't define what's in here. But yeah, man, I just it's super harmful. It definitely harms the black community in the limited mindset. It definitely hurts the black community in the limited mindset, because, you know, it's a person who views himself as a victim can never contribute anything. Okay, and then I'll put that another way. If someone, black community living in this country, can't see themselves as a patriot, in essence, a patriot, someone who sees themselves as an advocate, someone who's proud of where they're from, proud of what they have, proud of their identity. That is, we typically provide. We particularly has a positive contribution to the overall nation. Okay, meaning you giving back. All right. JFK, you know, submits that, you know, we should ask what we can do for our country, not what our country can do for us. And whereas the black community sees themselves as a victim, and victims typically they don't give. Okay, so in essence, a person who sees themselves as a victim, they cannot give. They feel like they're owed something. And this is how the typical black mindset comes across. All right. So there we have it. What do we, you know, the solution? I could go into the solution, but I'm going to save that for another topic. I think I am. I'm going to save that for another discussion. How do the black community change their mindset? Start participating in American culture. Start identifying themselves as Americans rather than just being black. All right. I'm going to leave that there. Okay. I want to hear you guys' feedback, positive, negative, what have you. I want to apologize for some of the rambling, but I don't have notes in front of me here today. I believe that's something I could probably improve on the next video. All right. So again, I hope you guys got something from this video. I hope now that you may have some understanding as to why black people don't identify as American, why they are not patriotic. Okay. And it may help you move forward in dealings going forward. Okay. Let's hear some suggestions. All right. Till next time, guys, I thank you for tuning into the video. Thank you for listening while D. Bailey speaks. Peace.